Graham, obviously sixth place in that race, but it's a 3K at the end of the day, and it's sharpening up for Worlds, right?
Yeah. It's obviously I'm doing the 10K, so it's pretty pretty big difference. But you need to be able to close in a 3K to win a 10. So that's kind of the thought process of coming here. I mean, I wanted to come here because it's a Diamond League final, and that's awesome. And there's a spot on the line for a 5K position. So it's just great to race out here in front of the fans. 3K is awesome.
Yeah, and that the race for you, like, did you feel like tactically it was kind of, because obviously it became a tactical race, which I think this time of the season that's the kind of thing you want to be doing anyway. But how did you feel your tactics were out there?
I thought my tactics were pretty good. I mean, I got to where I wanted to be. I was in fourth just in case it was like a time trial. Like, I was ready to give it a shot and just hurt. But once the pacemaker stepped off, it kind of slowed down. And, in the back of everyone's head in that race, it starts to hurt. You wanted to slow down. I would have loved for it to be a fast race and, try to break some records. But, I ended up tactical, and I was happy with where I put myself, throughout the race, and kind of held my position all the way until about, maybe 300, 200 to go. And I kind of got a little boxed in, and but still happy, I guess, with how I closed at this point of the season. I was really running the race, not really with my strengths, but trying to work on that close. And, I'm pretty happy with it. All my focus is on this 10K coming up, and that's a very different race. And we'll see how it plays out in the heat in Tokyo with, some people who are some of the fastest in the world and some are the fastest closers in the world. We'll see whose hand it plays into. Either way, I'm trying to prepare for either of those situations.
Yeah, and you've been training in St. Moritz the last few weeks. How's that been?
Oh man, it's great. I love it out there. First week and a half, I was out there with my girlfriend Izzy and my best friend from college, Andrew. He was out there, my roommate, and it was just a really good time. Felt more like a vacation than training, but got some good workouts. And during that time, dropped down to Lausanne a week ago to race. Didn't really go that well.
But the weather there was kind of...
The weather, but you say this, like the weather and like the tactics today, it's the same for everyone. And I really just, want to be one of those guys that can handle anything. So, Lausanne didn't go great, but, I'm kind of in a heavy training load. Maybe the training isn't that hard, but I've been feeling it lately up at altitude. And, it's like that point of the season where you're really working hard. And then they left. So I've been up there with, Mark Coogan and his crew, just hang out with them. I mean, there's people to hang out with up there.
There's always people to run with, right?
There is. And I'm up there technically alone. I have my own place and I planned it out myself. But, there's always people to see, hang out with. So it's been a good time. And I love riding the trains here. Everything's so easy, so nice.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, have you ridden any of the fancy mountain trains?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done all the trains up in the mountains in St. Moritz, or like the Engadin Valley. Those are like UNESCO World Heritage trains, so those are incredible. They go like up through the mountains and stuff, but just also the regional trains to get from city to city, they've been great. I might try to stop by the SBB headquarters tomorrow if they're in Zurich. I imagine the train service is headquarters in Zurich. Maybe they got some merch, maybe a singlet for me to work out in. So I'll check that out, see if there's an office around here. Maybe ask for a job. So
fair enough. And then you're off to Tokyo, which is the home of even better trains.
Yeah, the Shinkansen. So we'll be taking that high-speed train to camp out there. So holding camp. So I'll be in like a week or so. Exciting times ahead. And man, what an experience it was to race here. And hopefully I can come back next year and be able to be further up.
All right. Well done anyway, and best of luck for the prep for Tokyo.
Thank you.